What are you doing these next 7 days? Because there are 7 days of voting left. Let's show some of the pictures from Grand Canyon yesterday. Let's put 36 and 37 up on stage. This was our event yesterday in the West Valley. It's pretty amazing what's happening on these campuses, everybody. The work that we are doing is paying off significantly. And today we'll be at Arizona State University Polytechnic, which is out in Mesa. I then have to take a late night flight to, and by the way, look at that picture. We're not giving out, free cash or free weed. We are giving out MAGA hats. I mean, look at that picture right there. Is the media covering that? You see, at Turning Point Action, we are the opposite of cocky. We are like a wounded animal humble, would it say, right, Blake?
Yeah, something
Meaning
like that.
Meaning like we're paranoid.
We're ready for the next thing to drop. We've been around for 10 years on the Trump roller coaster. And if Trump himself has great wisdom on this from Art of the Deal.
Goes down.
Trump has great wisdom in the Art of the Deal where he's like, I don't get too worked up about any particular moment because things can change at any time. And that's actually like the best piece of wisdom Trump has. Don't get too happy. Don't get too sad because it can all change very suddenly, very abruptly, for no reason.
So we don't react. We prepare for what's happening. And these are some of the kids yesterday at Grand Canyon singing the National Anthem with Rob Schneider. Play cut 45.
Here's the hard part.
And the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
That was just a spontaneous outburst of patriotism. The energy on the ground is palpable. And by the way, I asked the audience, I said, who here has already voted? 90% of all the hands already went up. Trump, Trump, Trump. And I asked, I said, how'd you vote? Sent in my ballot, dropped off my ballot, voted in person to ASU West. I was like, wow. I mean, they knew specifics. And the ones I hadn't voted, they have in-person voting at GCU starting Monday and Tuesday all day. Building 66, they have the whole thing open. And I don't know if we're going to win that campus, Blake, but they have their own precinct. The whole campus is big enough as a precinct.
That's amazing. We'll know.
So the West Valley is very blue. So I'm kind of going to geek out. I want to see how that little precinct, that little thing.
I had that. I used to do that with, I'd look at Grand Forks, North Dakota, which is where University of North Dakota, my sister went and my dad went there. And I would look through it and I kind of would look where the student housing was. And I think they were less blue than where the professors would live. So
yeah, again, the Democrats' magical number is 60%. If we get them under 60%, we're going to be in a good spot. And by the way, turnout is also lower. So that's also a component. And for young people. And so then tomorrow I will be doing 2 events in North Carolina at Eastern Carolina University during the day and during the evening. And then we're hosting J.D. Vance for a student town hall on Thursday. So we got a lot to do, everybody. This is the time to get out your shovel and start digging and start doing work. So look, we have our Turning Point Action app, as you can see behind us. You guys know about it. I'm just going to ask how many of you guys are actively using it to go contact voters, write postcards to swing voters. We can all do more right now. I can do more. Blake can do more. You can do more. In fact, we had hundreds of our Turning Point Action staff working past sunset yesterday, just knocking on doors and chasing ballots. And remember, we told you during the summer that we got to prepare for this. We have to ramp up for this. Sentiment polls, crowds, and betting odds do not win elections. Ballots in boxes win elections. And we have to shake off the cockiness and act like we're a couple points down, because we are up against the most powerful Leviathan the world has ever seen. The most powerful thing. And then they're not going to just roll over. Do the work. Shock the world. Chase ballots.